Hi folks. Well, I've got a conclusion to the Pro Winch story. I'm going to divide this up into two parts in this video. First is going to be the Cliff Note version for people that don't like long videos. Second part, I'll show you why I needed a winch, what I did after the resolution with Pro Winch, and where we're going to put the new winch. I no longer have the Pro Winch. I called the people, I made a video and showed them, well, you've seen it, the video that you saw before. That video I made and uploaded to YouTube and unlisted it so that no one else could see it but me and Pro Winch. Now, I know Pro Winch watched that video at least 12 times because that's how many views were shown that I didn't watch personally. So Pro Winch got a good chance to look it over. The lady I talked to when I called said that the condition I described the winch in as when it got to me was impossible. Said that they packed their units very well. There should have been lots of styrofoam in there to protect it. Well, here's a picture of all the styrofoam that was in there. Well, this is what you see when you pick it up. Because they put this thing in this box, I don't know if it was, I think this thing's been dropped and bounced so many times it busted holes through the floor in this cheap thing. With a bag of grease, yeah, and chains falling through. Anyway, she argued with me that what I told her had happened couldn't happen. And finally I said, well, I have a video and I'm going to upload it and let you look at it. And she said, fine, we'll call you back this afternoon. They never did call back. Finally, they said they wanted to handle it through eBay, which was fine with me. eBay's kind of on the consumer side, and it helps to have a middleman when you're buying something expensive from halfway across the country. eBay, everything went through eBay in written form, so they can't dispute anything. They kind of stayed out of it till the very end, when I think they refunded my money after it was taking so long for the shipper to get here. I ended up having to take the package to the depot myself after about three and a half weeks of runaround. I gave Pro Winch the choice of letting me keep the winch, sending me touch-up paint. I'd take care of the castings and straighten everything back out. And I wanted the remote that's shown in that picture. And if in fact the lady told me there's no remote with that doesn't come with it. Well, this is the picture that they put on there. Anyway, she said, oh no, we use a stock picture for that. Well, I went and looked, and on the rest of their eBay listings, they show tons of other winches that are the correct winches without the remote. So I find that suspect. I find it kind of deceiving that they would put that picture up there in the first place. So I gave them the choice of making sure that all their pictures on their website were correct, sending me the touch-up paint and the remote. They decided to just return the unit. So I crated it back up and shipped it off to them last Monday. eBay had sent me my money back, or someone did, before I even shipped it. It just took so long. The scorecard. eBay, A+. Pro Winch USA, Z. If I could go below Z, how about -Z? Estes Trucking, D. J&L, a B. Steve Watkins, A+. Well, now for the long version. I bought the winch because I needed it for a crane we're building to go up to the mezzanine of my shop. That's why a pallet lift won't work there, Brian. I got to get it up there. It's 10.5 feet to the top of that mezzanine floor, and we're going to build a crane that sticks out over the shop floor 7 feet and then goes onto the mezzanine floor 7 feet. Sort of like trucks you see delivering casket and septic tanks where they can roll off the back of them. Well, I wanted a chain hoist that I could control remotely and that traveled so I could do it myself. So I bought theirs. Had good reviews. Went through eBay just in case, and it's a good thing I did. When the unit showed up, I took a video. In fact, you saw the video I took. And I put it together and I uploaded it to YouTube in a unlisted area so that only I and whoever I gave the URL to could see it. I know by the viewer count that ProWinch saw that video at least 12 times. When I called, I talked to the lady and said, look, this thing's damaged. And she said, there's no way that could happen. Our units are very well packaged, sir. They're covered in styrofoam. And I said, well, this one wasn't. And I have pictures to show you. So I sent her the pictures. She said, well, we'll look at this and get back to you this afternoon. We'll call you. They're in Miami, so it's an hour earlier than us. They never called. And it was only 2 days later when I went to eBay and saw that they had left a message on eBay informing me that they wanted to deal strictly through eBay and not on the phone. So it's fine. Worked to my advantage. Everything's in writing. And eBay is going to be the final arbiter of this dispute. So, great. They asked me what I wanted to do. And I told them that if they send me some touch-up paint, I would straighten up everything and resand the housings and make it look decent again. I wanted the remote control that's pictured in that listing. And I wanted them, if in fact that unit doesn't have a remote control with it, to take the picture off of all the listings on eBay. Well, they refused to do that. They said, we just want the unit back. We'll send a truck. I said, great. 3.5 weeks later, I end up taking the unit back to a depot myself because the truck that they were sending never showed up, or it was too big, couldn't get down our road. Now, I told them about the road and I said, I'll be happy to, you call me and I will be happy to bring it out and put it on your truck with a forklift in those first 3 days that I'm here. But after that, you're going to have to go into the property and get it. I put the box in the driveway, covered it up with a tarp, and made it to where they could back right up. All they had to do is call me or push the button on the gate, and I would talk to them and open the gate. That never happened. Finally, a driver called me after they told me they couldn't find anybody to come get it and said, I'm 30 miles away. Take me about an hour and a half to get there. And we were already leaving. It was 5:30. I said, no way. I just ended up taking it to Waller, Texas, to their depot and put it on their truck and said bye-bye. I hate to say it, but through all this, it felt like I was dealing with people just trying to cover their butt, not trying to make it right. You know, I find that that picture with that remote control is highly deceiving. All the other units that they have that don't come with a remote control don't show a picture of a remote control with a unit. Anyway, I've been reading some of the comments that you guys left, and I wanted to address a few of them real quick. Brian, I need a crane. I don't think they make 10-foot tall pallet jacks. If they do, send me one. I'll try it out for you. Another thing people are saying, well, that's the reason I don't buy anything from China. Well, I don't like to, period. And if I can help it, I won't. But I couldn't find anything else. And we're stuck in this loop until we come to our senses. Well, that's the story. Hate that it turned out this way. I mean, ProWinch lost some money on this deal, but they were given a chance to make it whole, and I'll do what I thought was the right thing. And they didn't want to do it, so we'll move on. Thanks for watching.